right. So I am about to wash my face. Thank you. Shabuya, shabuya, roll call. I go wrestling, yeah, I'm hella fine. I got some niggas.
What up?
They ain't mine.
What up?
So I don't know.
You got niggas that ain't yours? What the fuck?
Huh?
You got niggas that ain't yours?
No.
Girl, I was just about to goddamn
What you was about to do? Cause you on the block.
get you this goddamn big goddamn watch. Big ass ring, bro.
Shot, boy, okay. Let's wash the face. Okay. So, what I want to talk about? Let's talk about life and what I am expecting to happen next. So I'm gonna zoom you out a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready. I'm about to, I know for a fact I have to curl my hair. I guess I'll do my face. I'll do my face first. Put some lotion. I like to let my face air dry. Like, you want to air dry your face. I still feel like it's a little wet. So I'm gonna air dry my face and then go back, and then I probably do, I ain't gonna really put no makeup on. I just do my brows a little bit, just darken them up. They're wrinkled, lady. So I might just darken them up. Put my lotion on. Call it a day, curl my hair. And we can do a little chit chat. You ready with me? Oh, y'all, look at my pants. I love these maternity pants. Oh my god. So I finally found me some. I love them. They're so cute. So cute. I was looking for some and they're it. So my bed downstairs. He's in a meeting. It is Saturday, January the 28th. And today is Saturday the 28th. Let me put my phone on the charger. Saturday the 28th. of January. And I was gonna go get babe something for Valentine's Day. I was gonna leave, go by myself. For some reason, when I go to the mall by myself, I get real hot. I get irritated being pregnant. Like, I never used to be like that. I used to love to go to the mall, but now it's like when I go to the mall, I just get hot, like real hot. And I be like, I'm ready to go. So my daughter not with me. She's with her auntie Ashley. And I don't have nobody. He can come, but I don't want him to see what I was gonna get him. And then he tell me, babe, I want a race car, some type of car. So I'm gonna get him a car. I'm gonna get him what he want. I like to get him stuff that I know that he's gonna utilize. Like I was gonna go to Lennox and probably Fields Plaza to try to find some, but you want a car, I'll get you a car. I know for a fact I don't want a race car for Valentine's Day. What I need to go do? I need to go get my makeup bag. I'll be back. But yeah, so he wants a car. I need to find something to wear. I want to order some stuff, but yeah. If I order something for Valentine's Day, is it gonna be here in time? Well, it's only what's today? The 12th. Yeah, I think it'll be here in time. So I may order me something. I don't know what we're doing. I think we're celebrating Valentine's Day this year. The weekend, like the 10th, like February 10th, like that weekend. And yeah, I don't want to celebrate it on Valentine's. I mean, I'm celebrating every day. Let's get that clear. But I don't want to do anything on Valentine's Day. Seriously, I'm pregnant and I really just want to chill. But I do want to get cute, get content for my vlog for y'all. So I told him I want to do something that weekend. So hopefully he plans something nice for us. And then, so right now I'm just darkening because they're microwaves. I'm just darkening up my brows. And so I've been thinking, like, what is something that I could talk about, because to be honest, a lot of people ask for my opinion or ask for my advice on what it is that I did to attract high value men. So I used to hate talking about this, because it was a former guy who used to speak on high value men and high value women. So I feel like a high value person is the person's preference. Like, what may be a high value person to me may not be a high value person to you. What I may like, you may not like. But I do feel like when dating, before, like, you just say, oh, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend. With dating, you should make sure, there's a couple things that you should make sure. So for me, keeping it real, I wanted to make sure the guy that I was dating, that he had his own crib, he had a job that made, well, I'm not gonna say they made a lot of money, but, well, yeah, let me keep it real. He made a decent amount of money, and if he had kids, was he an active parent. If he didn't have kids, that was a plus, but I remember at first I was saying, I don't want to date a guy with a child. I wanted to date a guy with no kids because I had a child, and I'm like, I don't want to date kids because you know how guys be messing with their baby mom and stuff like that. So I was in the actual process of dating. So 2021 November, I went celibate. I told myself I'm not having sex, I'm gonna date, and that's exactly what I did. So from November till I want to say August, November of 2021 till August of 2022, I was celibate. I wasn't having sex. I was strictly in tune with myself, right? So I can't say I was celibate because I ain't married yet, but you get what I'm saying. I was not having sex. So within that process of me dating, I would meet guys and I would tell them off back, like we would have that conversation. I felt like that should have been something that you talk about up front. I would say, hey, you know, I'm celibate. And, you know, sometimes when you say that, they be like, oh, okay. But they think that they can change, like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, take her out, I'm gonna treat her good. And, you know, in their mind, they're not gonna tell you that they feel like that they're gonna be the one to get you to go off track. But they're gonna, you know, sometimes they're gonna see how it is. Like, let me see how long she gonna can handle this, or how long she gonna say she's celibate. That's just be cap. That's what they call it, it's cap. So I was like, you know, I was dating guys, and when I met my fiance, well, actually, so the history about me and my fiance, we knew each other like years and years ago. But at the time when I was an officer, he tried talking to me. I used to work night shift, so I didn't have time to actually really date, and I really wasn't in that space of dating, honestly, or being in a serious relationship. I didn't have time. So this particular time, he came back May of 2021. Well, we were talking, yeah, May of 2021. He reached out to me, and we were just texting, talking, whatever. But at the time, I would let every guy know that I was dating. Like, hey, you're not the only person that I'm dating or I'm talking to. Dating is simply that, dating. You're going out with different guys. It's dating. Well, this is how it was for me. Dating could be whatever it is for you, but I was going out, and he told me we were dating or whatever. We went out he took me out to some nice restaurant. I can't remember what it was. So I told him the same thing. I was just like, I'm celibate. He was like, okay, what made you choose to do that? You know, just having general conversation. And I was just like, you know, honestly, it was God. I was having a conversation. It was a lot of things that God had told me that year to save myself, like cut off sex. I wasn't, and let's be clear, I wasn't like a sex addict, but I do feel like your body is special. Everybody shouldn't have that, or just because you like somebody or you feel like that person is oh, I think this person is the one that you should just, that should be the first thing. No, people have to really get to know each other, and we don't do that no more. We just feel like it's just sex, we're grown, we can do that. Yeah, it's true, you can do that, but at the same time, when you're in a space and you want something more, something real, that will come, you know. And if you love somebody for who they are, whether you know, through the good, the bad, then I know people be like, well, sex, or let's keep it real, if it's not pleasing to me, I feel like you can show someone, you can teach somebody how to please you in that way. Now, me and my fiance, we have different views on that, a man and a woman, but that's just me. You can have somebody that has good sex but can't treat you right. So anyway, that could be another topic for another day. So I'm dating. So me and my fiance, I'm like, when I'm dating him, he wasn't my fiance at the time, but we dated. So he knew that I was dating other guys, and he told me, he was like, you know, I'm serious about you or whatever. And I was just like, oh, okay. I didn't know. It was like probably like a month or so in, he was saying he was serious about me. But at the time, I was still talking to other guys. But then I started realizing that they started falling off. Like, I'm not feeling him like that no more. Nope. One guy told him, he told me, he was like, I'm gonna be honest. He said, I really like you, you're cool. Like, he said, but I can't hold out on 6. I'm a man, I love that. So I was like, okay, I respect your honesty, I get it, or whatever. And he told me he couldn't do it. So we stopped talking, and I felt good about that, because I was like, nope, not for me. Nope, he not for me. Nope, thank you God, thank you God. So in the midst of all that, my fiance, it was just something. It was like, now nobody, well, a few people like close to me, like my mom, my sister, and my best friend, they knew that I would journal daily, and I wrote in my journal the type of man that I wanted. So a few key points was, I wanted him to be strong, I wanted him to be loving, I wanted him to be a man of God, I wanted him to be a provider, I wanted him, if he wanted more kids, to have, be an active parent. Because you have people that have kids but don't really feel the need to be active, if that makes sense. So those are just a few key points. It was more than that, but I'm gonna save that for another vlog. So it was like, I was like, this is him. So I'm like, what? Like, really? Like, him? This is the one? So I'm just really in tune with him. Like, when I tell you, my husband, I mean, he is my husband. Let me go ahead and put this in the atmosphere. He dated me from the time we went on our first date till now. Like, he still dates me till now. Like, I could have not asked God for a better mate. And that's serious. Like, I'm so serious. So in that process, I told him, when he told me he's serious about me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I realized that all the other guys that I was dating or whatever, let me say it was probably about three guys that I was dating, like, and that's literally like, we're going out to eat, we're talking on the phone. I would consider that dating. So he, at this point, he was like, I told him, I was like, I'm serious about you, I really like you. I said, but I'm still dating other guys. So he told me, he's like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't care, they ain't me. They're not gonna be able to, what did he say? He'll say, they're not gonna be able to keep up with you. So I'm like, keep up with me? He was like, yeah. He said, I know that you're gonna be my wife. That's what he told me. So I'm like, what? I'm gonna be your wife? I'm like, this man, is he crazy? So I was like, is he crazy? So he was like, yeah. So, fast forward, we made it, we became official. A couple months in, now mind you, I have a daughter, he has 2 kids. So, I was at the point too where I'm like, I'm not going to let my daughter meet somebody until I know for sure. So when God told me that, now mind you, that following year, 2021, God told me to quit my job. I was working at the sheriff's office. He told me to quit my job. I didn't know where I was going to be working. To quit my job and to go celibate. So I have some people saying also, how do you know that's from God and how you know it's from the devil? Because I know the devil there is a devil, but I know when God speaks to me. That's just annoying. And that's just my connection that I do have with him. So when he told me that, I'm like, God, quit my job. I never questioned God. But this, I'm like, quit my job too? And go celibate? Like, okay. So I end up doing that in the process and everything. So I obeyed what he told me. So I went celibate, not having sex, and I quit my job. So in that process of me dating, now I got my boyfriend. Then I think we made it official in June. He started talking about that he was talking about that he was gonna propose to me. So I'm pregnant. Let's just say that. And I am 5 months. So then that, I get pregnant. And then after that, he proposed. So that is my story on the dating to get my husband and all that. But one thing I can say, and I tell people all the time, be intentional with your dating. If you don't like something and you know it's not something that you want, don't sit there and just wait around for something to change, because people show you who they are in the beginning and that's it. I don't recommend the whole going back and this, that, and the third, because in the back of your mind, that's like giving somebody the time to mess you over again, just being real. So I would choose to give somebody the opportunity to love me right the first time, opposed to going back giving them second chances. So that's my thought on dating, and I was very intentional with my dating. I feel like as a woman with a kid already, and I knew that if I was going to get married again, there was a possibility that my husband would have wanted the kid with me. So I want to make sure that I would be financially okay, or that the person that I'm in a relationship would be okay with, hey, if I want to stay at home with my baby for a year, if I want to be a stay-at-home mom, is that an option for me? All of that played a factor in my dating. So yeah, if he had a job, you know, you can have a guy that have a job, but if he make enough money to where, hey, my wife or my fiance is pregnant and she have to stay at home, could he be able to sustain that? Could he be able to still be able to uphold our family and stuff like that? So that was me on my dating. And yeah, so in the comments, y'all leave me some comments on what are your non-negotiables with dating. Like, what is something that you gotta have, like, with dating? Because most people, they say, oh, they want, I can't talk and do this, I'm trying to do both, but most people want oh, he has to look good. Okay, how old are we? He has to look good. Or what's another one? He has to look good, or he has to know how to dress. All those things, we're grown. So when people say there's no good men, I was never one of those, oh, there's no good men out here. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a drought. I do know that there is a drought on good men, like, but also, where are you looking for these good men? Where are you, what are you doing that keeps on attracting you to the same type of men? Because if you continue to keep doing the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. So for me, I knew I wanted different. I'm 30, I had just turned 30. With a daughter, I'm getting older. So I knew that, hey, the next guy that I date, or the next man that I'm gonna take serious, first of all, I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna have God all in the mix. And we gonna, you know, I wanna make sure, like, God, is this the one? Pray about it. Ask God to give you the signs, honey. He give them to you early. Do he work? Do he bringing them dollars? Because I don't give what nobody say. If the man can't provide for you, that's where the big problem come in at. And that's why, that's a touchy subject, so I'm gonna leave that alone, unless y'all want me to give my opinion on that. Your significant other, how could you be feminine? How, if you're worried about money? How could you give your man the things that he desires? We all know what that is. I'm trying to keep it PG-13. If you can't be feminine, if you gotta sit here and worry about bills, oh, how am I gonna get this paid? I gotta work and go to this. You can't be feminine. So I'm just saying, guys have a part and women have a part to do too. And one thing I like too about my now that's what I said I'm gonna start doing. I do want to start like cooking more, but I be tired. I'm pregnant, and cooking for me ain't one of my biggest attributes that I bring to our relationship. So he hired a chef, but he don't complain about stuff like that. Like, he wants me to be calm and relaxed, but I do know as a woman you're supposed to cook for your man and do stuff like that. But he believe in hiring because he know that I want to do my YouTube. He know that I am working because I choose to, and he know that I still want to create content. So he know that it's a lot for me, and I have a baby, and I'm pregnant, and trying to all that. It's a lot, but he does make me feel very very good by being pregnant and allowing me to embrace my pregnancy and not worry me with anything, sex, just doing certain stuff that he know that I probably be tired about. And that's one thing too, we communicate very well when it comes to stuff like that. So he don't pressure me at all. It's gonna be funny when he see this vlog because he watched everything I post. So when I drop this, and he's downstairs right now, so he's not hearing nothing that I'm talking about. But we got these talks all the time. So when he hear this vlog, he gonna be like, what? Yep. I told him how you date me and stuff. Okay, right now I'm just outlining my. See, so this is my first time doing one of these, and I don't see how y'all be doing it. Like, y'all really be how YouTubers be doing content and talking. Like, I gotta learn that. So this is my first one, talking to y'all and trying to do all this at the same time. And yep, I don't even know what was I just talking about. What was I talking about today? My bad, y'all. It stopped recording. Babe just came up, so I'm finna hit him with. Babe!
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
What you got?
What attracted you to me?
That you had your own everything, and the way you thought, the way you raised your daughter. I like the way you take care of your daughter, and I like that you was your family. You was serious about your family, and I was looking for someone that I could build a family with.
So what you mean, like I had my own everything?
Like you had your own house, your own car, your own credit, everything.
And how was I with my family?
Your family, like, as far as your family, you was very into your family. You was talking about your family on our first date, and I kind of liked it because I have my own. I have a small family, as far as like my immediate family. So I'm very into my family as well. And I like how you was into your daughter, because I'm into my daughter and my kids as well. So it made you way more attractive. And you was 29, so you being 29, you thought like you was very mature, but you still had your young vibe. You wasn't just like an old hag. You still had a vibe, but you was mature.
So what do you think women like? What is one of the things that women should do or should work on if they haven't found their person? What is one of the things that guys really like? Because most of the times people think that most women feel like guys probably like a certain shape, a certain type, like the woman has to have a certain type of body.
I think women should work on their mindset, the way they think. Guys like honesty. They're looking for someone that they can kind of vibe with. If you have no vibe and you acting like somebody you ain't, a guy don't want that. They want somebody that's real, someone that's genuine, somebody that shows care for other people as well. Because you want, like, as a guy, especially if you a guy that already have kids, if the woman don't know how to take care of her own child, you know she ain't gonna be, make you a better parent. Guys are looking for somebody that really can push them in that direction, especially guys that got paper.
So what? My bad, the vlog, somehow my camera cut off, but the next question, what was, I had another question. So a woman that has more than one kid, like if she wanted to date, like
if she wants to date, she needs to date with pure intention. So a guy's gonna look at if you have more than one baby daddy, because that's a big factor for a guy. If you have more than one baby daddy, you know, a guy's gonna look at that. It's not like a disqualification, but a guy's gonna look more harder at your kids, in a sense.
Another thing, ladies, discipline them kids too, because if you got some bad children, ain't no man gonna want to deal with all that. So make sure you discipline your kids and make sure they know if they around a man that they be respectful. If you got little bad snag-nosed kids, they ain't gonna want to deal with that because they're gonna say, she don't know how to raise her children. He probably gonna want to pop them or something because they bad. So make sure you discipline your kids. What else I got to say?
So damn fine. You can say whatever you want. What you got to tell me? You need my card today? You about to go somewhere?
Yep.
Okay, no problem.
See, you want a man like that too. How you get a man to do how should I say this? What do us women, what do we like? We like for our man to cater to our needs, cater to us. Like, how do you get a man to be vulnerable?
It depends on the man.
It shows some emotion. Yeah, go ahead.
I think men are more emotional than women. I think we just try not to tap into our emotions, because men deal with heartbreak. They deal with everything different.
Okay.
So if you want a man to be vulnerable, you have to be vulnerable with him first, and that means you have to open up so he can trust you first. If he can trust you, he's gonna get more vulnerable. He's gonna get more comfortable, because men naturally want someone that they can talk to, that can be their best friend, they can go places with, they can be themselves, they can show their shortcomings, they can show their longcomings, they can flex a little bit. You know, they like their girl to listen to them when they flexing, especially. So I think.
Do I listen to you?
Oh yeah, you know I talk a lot. So when I'm talking, yeah, you definitely listen to me.
And also, key point, when you're dating, you're probably gonna hear the same story over and over again. But every time you hear that story, act like it's your first time ever hearing the story, okay? I do.
And you can kind of call them out, because you know you can call them out like, you already told me that.
What did I say?
Like I'm saying, you didn't told me before, like you told me that story before. And I'll be like, oh okay.
Yeah.
I got an extra part this time.
You got an extra part. You just, well, okay, you listen. You just listen to the whole thing. You just, you know, that's kind of cute.
And fellas, don't be scared to, like, you know, give your woman a little money, because your woman need money to maintain her mental health. Money provides a clear. They think clearly when they're well provided for, and they think about you more when they're well provided for. So a lot of guys, I hear them, they be like, I ain't gonna do all that. Why would I build up? You gotta build your woman up, and she gotta build you up. It's building blocks to a relationship.
I just talked about that. He didn't hear nothing I was talking to y'all about. He just came up here and he gave y'all a little insight. But that's exactly what I was just saying. You gotta give her, you know, how I was telling them, how could a woman be feminine? Okay. How can a woman be feminine, babe? I promise y'all, he just coming up here. So what makes a
woman gonna be feminine if you take the words and take the stress off her. But I do think women need to play their part. Like if a man is taking care of what he need to do, you know what you need to do. A man, especially if you're in a relationship with him, they gonna want sex, they gonna want food, they gonna want emotional stability, they gonna want a woman that can stabilize their emotions when they do get out of whack, especially if they have paper. They have money, they definitely gonna want a woman that they can vent to, they can listen to, because a man that has money, they're dealing with problems that a normal man might not deal with. So they need a woman that can stabilize that and even think in his mind. And when they don't understand, they don't want a woman just saying, yes, I agree with you. They want thoughtful disagreement a lot of times. They want a woman that disagree with them. Like they want a woman that be like, baby, I ain't agreeing with you on that because they need that. They need the woman to be like advisor to them.
Do I disagree with you on some stuff?
Yeah, a lot of things. But one thing about our relationship, we don't argue. We might disagree. Hey, we even might, all right, I'm gonna let you go. We still do it respectfully. I call it thoughtful disagreement. So we do it like, okay, all right, I'm gonna call you back. And then I might call you back and you might call me back and we might be like, all right, you was right or you was wrong. That's big for males too. If we right, ladies, tell us we right.
Or he'll call back and say, if I know I'm right, I just love your big head ass.
Yeah, there you go. So.
And I know I'm right. You ain't gotta tell me. Sometimes I just know. Sometimes he know. Yep. So that's a little insight. We'll come back for a part 2.